Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am absolutely wrapped, thrilled, excited, every other adjective you could think of to be back here in this part of the world. This is the Grampians National Park, and yeah, I know, I come here a lot. Well, this is actually the 6th year in a row that I've come over here in the Australian winter, and it is the most glorious place to visit at this time of year. Now, I'm here, of course, to shoot nightscape images. That's what I do on this channel. That's what this is all about. Hear that? That's a kookaburra. Oh, don't you just love it? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked already. So this place is a fantastic place. And you know, the reason I come back here year after year after year is to build that bank of memories. I have so many great memories from this place, and I just want to build on that. And you know, even though it is about taking photographs, well, really it's not. Really, it's just more about building my I don't know, my inner creative tank and filling it up with that fresh water. Now, I'll tell you what, speaking of water, oh boy, on the way over here, it was pouring rain. We had so much bad weather. In fact, even if you look around here, I'll show you in a minute, there's pools of water everywhere. That's what you get. We're in the mountains, there's lots of rain, but oh gee, it's good. And you know, I also came over here to meet the boys. Now, there's a couple of guys that live over here. I try to catch up with them when I come over here every year, Luke and Bailey, and we did last night. And Jeff, my mate Jeff, he's a committed soul. He came all the way from Sydney to meet us here as well. So, oh look, I'll just show you what we got up to last night. All right, now, before I get into that, I'm going to indulge myself, you know, because on the way over here, I stopped into my favorite bakery. Yes, that is right. And I picked up a couple of elusive rum balls, and here they are. Going to have a cup of tea here at the lake before the rain comes in, I think. Who knows what's going to happen? But I've got my thermos here, got my cup, got my esky full of, it's got everything happening here. So I'm just going to get into this rum ball, and then we're going to show you around down by the lake. Oh boy, even though the sun's out, it's actually got quite cold. Well, that's not to be unexpected, I guess. But anyway, this is the magnificent Lake Belfield. And you can see behind me all these gorgeous dead trees sticking up out of the water. Now, they're quite stark, and here in the daytime, you know, they don't look all that great, but at night time, it's just so moody. And we're in an orientation here that's facing over towards the east across the lake. And so when I've shot here in the past, I've had the Milky Way galactic core coming up over the hill over the other side there, and the trees as a foreground interest. And of course, then you've got the reflection of the water. But of course, it was raining. We arrived here last night with very low expectations because it was actually physically raining. We parked our cars up there, and we sat in the car for quite a while before we even got out because there was rain. And anyway, we made our way down here. We could see a little bit of a patch of clear sky above, and we thought, let's risk it for the biscuit, as they say, and get out and see what we can discover. So we came walking down this hill, down towards the trees. And the other thing that, well, the thing that I noticed mostly was just how the clouds were being, I guess, backlit a little bit by There was about a, I don't know, 20%, maybe 25% crescent moon here last night. And so the moon gave the clouds a real ghostly and a really nice appearance as they were going through. Now it was fairly windy, so of course the clouds were moving quickly, but we came down and started shooting. We lined up these trees as our foreground interest, and the four of us lined up there in the dark, no lights hardly at all. We didn't really even talk to each other very much. We just got there and started shooting. And you know, quite possibly that's the thing that I really treasure the most about these type of experiences. Coming here with some friends, enjoying the ambience of the place, there's a level of excitement that builds as you start taking the images. Because as I said, we came with very little expectations because of the weather. And you know, it was by no means perfect. In fact, it was far from perfect conditions. But I don't know, there was something about it. And that's what I'm talking about. That is the reason I like to come over to these places, because I want to build on those great memories. And I'll look back and say, well, remember that time we came here, it was pouring rain. We were shuffling around the bush up there looking for ghost fungi, and we didn't really find anything because, you know, those glow in the dark mushrooms. But whilst that was happening, the sky cleared, and here we are. We're down here shooting the Milky Way core rising up above the trees of the lake, and it was absolutely magnificent. And so what do we make of all of this? Well, you know, the images that we shot here last night are probably not going to be in our portfolios, so to speak, but who cares? It's all about the experience. And, you know, it's quite interesting. When we actually went out for dinner before we came out here to shoot, and Luke, one of the boys, said to me, you know, he said, I'm not really here for the photography, I'm just here for the company. And that spoke volumes to me about what this trip for me also is all about. So anyway, look, I hope you enjoyed this little, I don't know what you'd call it, this little adventure we had down here in the rain, in the wind, by the lake, with the Milky Way galactic core in front of these trees. Look, it's going to be something that I treasure for many years to come. Anyway, I'm going to be wandering around this district, driving around, up and down the mountain, all around here, seeking new adventures. And you know, I might not even take a whole lot of pictures. Who knows? I do want to take some time lapse while I'm on this trip, so I'll do some investigation and I'll just see how that might work out. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I have heaps of this type of content talking about nightscape images and nightscape photography. So until I see you in the next video, you have a fantastic week. I'll see you later.